Hey, it's Nay, and welcome to Nay's Little Garden. So today, guys, I'm just gonna go through real quick about my garlic, and I think I'm gonna attempt. I think I'm gonna plant it out because we had a little So my second batch of garlic from MI Gardener. So I have two batches of MI Gardener garlic. One of the garlic came and it's a little rotted. I'm not gonna really I don't think I'm gonna say anything to him because I do think this sometimes this just happens. But this is super soft and I highly doubt this would become anything. There's a little bit of like a mold or something on it. So the others are 4 of them in here this is from one garlic head that I think is fine. Like this feels firm. So I don't think I'm gonna say anything to him. I really don't think he needs to waste the money trying to send me out another one. It's okay. That's the red Toch though, which is a soft neck. So I'm wondering if I just went through all the garlic like, oh, is soft neck softer garlic? But no, I have soft neck that is firm. This just didn't happen to be. So this is a mild and sweet with storage life of 6 to 9 months. And it's supposed to have 12 to 18. Wait, what? That is the red Toch. Yeah, no, there's, even taking this apart, I doubt there's 12, 18 pieces in here. It's just a smaller one, which happens sometimes. That's okay. It just wasn't in great condition. So it looks like other people are having really great condition. It coming in. So it just happened. It is what it is. I'm gonna plant it out. I'm gonna start planting out garlic today though, just out of fear of that happening to the rest of my garlic. And I think just going off of what I'm seeing about the garlic, I need about 40 pieces of garlic to go into the ground. More like 40 to 50. So that I can harvest about 40 to 50 garlic for the next year. Because if I sit there and I'm doing like, I use one and I'm doing the least, right? We can amp up to more and more, but like the least amount. Like if I use one garlic head a week, right? And I'm trying to get through fall, winter, and beginning of spring, right? What are we talking about here? I'm trying to get through fall, winter, and beginning of spring. No, I'm trying to get through the second half of summer, fall, and winter, right? Because I'll probably start using the garlic upon getting it, right? So we're talking, 6 months trying to get through fall and winter, and then let's say another 2 months. So we need 8 months worth. We need 8 months worth of it. So if there's 4 weeks in a month, let's just go with that. Because I believe December has 5, but let's just say 4 weeks. Six, 4, 8, 4 to 4, 16. 16 and 16 is 32. So let's, so 32. So about 40 to 50 is gonna give me a little bit extra just in case some rot. And if they all come up and know there's no issues, the storage is a good amount of time. Now, I'm trying out different types of garlic for a couple reasons. One of them being, and I think this is just something for me personally to keep in mind, is that at the end of the day, will be my second year growing garlic. So I really don't know which garlic varieties grow the best in my zone and garden, as well as which ones store the longest, right? You're gonna read about storage capabilities and be like, it less stores this many months, but then it doesn't store that long for you, because I do not have a cold room, right? A storage room or whatever. So my storing capabilities is not prime. So I want to really see, with the way I can store it on top of how I can grow it, which ones last the best. How many garlic to plant per square foot. I think it's, I want to say 6, but I could be wrong. I don't want to plant them too close. It says you could plant 4 to 9 cloves of garlic per square foot. 9 sounds too high, because if you want to get decent sized garlic, they're going to have a decent amount of space between them. For larger varieties like porcelain garlic, you may only allow for 4 per square foot to ensure proper bulb development. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say I'm going to plant 4 per square foot, right? And we're going to say, okay, if I have an 8 by 4 foot raised bed, so that's 32 square feet. 32 square feet, 32 times 4. I really can't be bothered with this math right now. Is 128. Ain't no way I can buy 128 garlic. That sounds ridiculously ridiculous. So what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna in fact purchase from this next brand today, and order probably another 3 or 4, let's say 3 more garlic, and I think I'm gonna try to make them hard. 3 more garlic. I think I'll do two hard neck, 1 garlic, 1 soft neck, and that way we can round out and be somewhat even between soft neck and hard neck. And we're gonna see. I'm gonna plant 1 half of the bed only the soft necks and the other half of the bed only hard necks. And this way, because I'm trying to figure out, okay, what can I put in there to show me what is growing where? I think I'm gonna just have to take a picture. I'm gonna put in some tags and take a picture with the tags, because I really don't believe those tags are gonna be there come springtime or summertime, excuse me, when I'm harvesting. They're gonna be gone, but I'll be able to go back to the picture and be able to say, forget the, I'll probably still do that, but I'll probably also draw it in my iPad, and I might even draw it in a notebook. So I have 3 opportunities to be able to find this come summer, because that's a lot of months. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna plant out some garlic now, just so that nothing really starts rotting again, because I don't want to have that. And then I'm gonna order some more today, so by end of next week, is the beginning of this week, hopefully by the end of next week, maybe it will have come to me, and then I'll plant those out as well. I want to say, I feel like I planted out my garlic. I'm gonna look. Lord, I'm scared I'm gonna plant them out too early, but I also don't want them to rot in this bag. Oh, excuse me. When to plant out garlic in NJ. In New Jersey, plant garlic cloves in the fall, ideally in October. If for a harvest the following summer, planting in the fall allows you can plant as late as early November or even December, but it may result in smaller bulbs. Who is planting out in December? It is, no, I will not be planting out in December. I really don't want to, I'm not going to be planting out in November either. I feel like I've heard people say they plant out the week of Halloween, and I low-key almost want to host an experiment. So I think 120 bulbs means I'm going to have mad space in that bed. So I think what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to plant out the ones I have today within this week. So I'll plant, maybe I'll plant some today, maybe I won't. But definitely this week, I'm going to get these out. And then I'm ordering some more today. I'll plant those out when they come. And we're going to see how I feel, because I might mess around and not plant everything from the second batch that time I planted out, and I might plant it out that following time again. And then we can also see which ones do better, because it's still quite warm during the day. Now, it'll be in the mid to late 50s in the morning and at night, which is a nice little brisk breeze. It's brisk a little bit, not crazy, but it's a little cool. But during the day, it'll go up to like 77 degrees, which is quite warm, okay? So it's like, I want root development so we can get big bulbs, but I don't want too much greenery popping up, because we do get frost. And when I say frost, I know people be like, yeah, it be getting cold, so we gotta cover our plants. And they get 6 frost days. No, we will get 6 frost days in a week. And then we'll get another 6 more the next week. You know what I mean? Like, we have winter. New Jersey, for the most part, South Jersey, South Jersey might not get actual snow, or if they do, it's those 6 days or 3 days in the whole year. But I live in northern Jersey, and we get snow. We get, well, these days we get snow, but not. When I was a kid, these days school closes when there's 2 inches on the ground. When I was a kid, mind you, I've always been short, okay? I would be wading through the hills of snow that they did a little scoop through the walkway to walk, wading through it like, don't drop on me. We used to get a lot of snow, and I have a feeling we're coming back to that round of a lot of snow coming. Now, something I am fully ready to do, and when I say I, and I mean my husband, is we had a lot of leaves drop onto the deck. There's leaves everywhere. I mean, there's still a ton of green trees. But so leaves are gonna keep falling. But I'm gonna, we'll take shovels and scoop up that and drop it on top of the garlic so that it's covered. And I have, I believe, still more chicken wire. If not, I will buy it. Because nobody's squirrels is gonna come and dig up my garlic. I want 0 parts of that. So I have to cover them until it starts getting a little too cold for them to be outside, and then I'll uncover them, because if they dig up my garlic, we have to fight. I had some failures in like some of the tomato plants and the pepper plants because an animal came and bite off the top of the whole plant. So they took longer. They are growing some stuff now, but obviously it's not the prime, right? So I'm not having that with the garlic, because like I said, I need 40 to 50 bulbs. And I might plant out, if I can really plant out 128 bulbs of garlic over there, I almost feel like I should have 100 bulbs of garlic minimum in that raised bed. That just sounds so high to me. Like, the raised bed looks big, but should I really be having 128 bulbs of garlic in there? And is it gonna grow big? I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna do a good amount, 4. And if I look at the bulb and I'm like, this is a massive bulb, I might put 3 to really give it the opportunity to do what she needs to do. Because I think also what the situation is, as I want it to be about 6 inches from the ends of the bed as well. So part of the exterior is not going to be used. And I might, 100 cloves of garlic, I might end up planting some onion in the beginning, at the end of winter, beginning of spring there as well, just to take up that space. I just don't want the space to go to waste, because that would be a tragedy. So yeah, that's all I really want to talk about today. I'm just kind of planning with you guys, because I did that last year. No, false. I did that this year, like January. I started like my seeds really early. But I want to do these type of plannings with you, so every year we can see my plannings and how they change and how I feel about certain things. Because like I was saying earlier, I'm growing a ton of different garlic because I just don't know what's gonna do well and what's gonna store well for what I can offer it, right? And garlic is just so low maintenance that I might as well just try a bunch of different varieties of garlic. Although, to be fair, I want some more music garlic to try. Like, I might double up on some of these garlics I have here and just plant them out. Because I think it would be great, one, to have garlic for me, right? So if I'm sitting here like, oh, 42 garlic will give me 1 garlic clove a week, right? Which is kind of sounding a little low right now. But that's fine. Right? Because we might just keep doubling every year or just adding more. Then I want to be able to offer up some garlic. So this year I gave some tomatoes, peppers, an onions, and I think that's it. I don't think I gave any of my squash away. I have to see if anybody wants one. Tomatoes, onions, and peppers, I think mostly is all I gave away. to a neighbor, a friend, and stuff like that. And so they got to enjoy some of my produce, it felt really good. I could definitely grow some more of some stuff to be able to give more away, because I do believe in community, right? I feel like everybody wants a community, but everybody wants a village, but nobody wants to be a villager type mentality. So I'm prepared to be, in some aspects, a villager for other people's village. And I think helping by giving good produce that you've grown, mind you, right, is going to be something that it benefits some people, right, for sure. So that's also been on my mind. So I want to make sure I'm growing enough. So if you truly could plant, let's just take, say, 115 cloves of garlic, 100, let's put an even number, 110 cloves of garlic to make 110 bulbs, or 100 bulbs, let's say 10 rod. 110 plant, 100 make it, right? In one 8x4 foot raised bed, that's insane. I don't, it's big, the raised bed, but it's small in the same amount, right? Like, that's so little land that is taken up, that blows my mind. Now, I do have green stalks that will need to be moved. They're going to be moved onto the grass. I feel like there's been some situations with my wood on my deck, so I want to move them, some of them onto the grass, and I have to figure out how I'm going to be able to level out, because I don't have flat land, the ground, so that they don't fall over. So that might even be something like digging out a little square or circular area that it can drop into, and hopefully keep it upright. So I might leave two on my deck and bring 2 down. That might actually be what I do. Yeah, that actually sounds like a fabulous idea. Yeah, I might go ahead and do that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this whole video. Let's talk down in the comment section. When are you planting out your garlic? What zone are you? I'm not here to incite fear. I think it's cool to grow your own produce, or some of it. I'm not here to grow 100% of everything that goes in my family in my mouth. We are not going to be having meat birds, I don't think, on our property. It's not that big. I keep hearing about these smaller bird things that people say are way easier to make meat birds. I have to buy one in the grocery store. I forget what it's called. The Yellow Door Homestead, she grows them, and it looks like that might be good to have as a meat source. We're gonna quail, that's I believe. We're gonna maybe see, but definitely planting out stuff is something I'm getting okay at. I think also I heard that planting strawberries in the fall is actually a good idea, but I don't know, we might have to wait for spring for that. But I want to plant out some more strawberries, because I think what I'm going to end up doing is making up maybe 2 of my green stalks strawberry stalks only, because I'm not saying stuff doesn't grow in the green stalk, it most definitely does. But when it comes to, because of the amount of soil that is per like leveling out, some things are just not worth it to grow in the green stalk. So like, to me, first of all, I'm not growing onions in the green stalk. I feel like if you have no backyard, or your backyard is even smaller than mine, okay, and I live on a 1/4 acre, so I have, like, let's say I'm growing on a little bit, like 1/8 of an acre, right? I don't think I need to stress trying to grow onions and garlic in the green stalks, because at one 8x4 bed, I can grow 70 garlic and like 60 onions. You know what I mean? And I still have a ton of onion. I'm so excited about my onion harvest this year. Even though things went to flower and blah, 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 blah. It was a pretty good harvest. Anyway, I think I would do my green stalks with like greenery and strawberries and, not greenery, like greens, like kale and spinach. Because my peppers and tomatoes grew, and like mint, like herbs. My peppers and tomatoes grew, but the plants are significantly smaller, and the peppers are significantly smaller than the ones I planted in grow bags. So at that point, I just will plant those in grow bags, you know? But anyway, I said goodbye and I kept talking. Let's talk down in the comment section about the garden and your fall plantings, right? Like, when are you planting out your garlic? I'm super interested in what zone are you? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this whole video, and hopefully I see you in my next one. Bye bye.